Stand for the pledge, please.
Okay. We can talk after.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Call this meeting of the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board to order for July 1, 2013. Roll call, please.
Bernie Bassett.
Here.
Thomas Wood.
Here.
Martin Mannix.
Here.
Paul Lemoyne.
Here.
Gerard Renadette.
Here.
James Coffey.
Here.
And Rick Collins.
Resolution 195, approving the minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of June 17th to June 24th, 2013 be approved and the reading of minutes be dispensed
Have a
with.
motion?
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood.
Yes.
Martin Mannix.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Gerard Renadette.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 196, abstract 7A.
Resolved that the abstract of auditor claims number 7A-13, 1296 to 1410 for $243,161.05, and abstract 7A-13, 238 to 554 prepays in the amount of $789,820.21. Be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Motion.
So moved.
Mr. Renadette, second.
Second.
Mr. Lemoyne, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood.
Yes.
Martin Mannix.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Gerard Renadette.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 197, highway superintendent's monthly report.
Resolved to receive and place on file a report from James Wood, Superintendent of Highways, for the month of March, April, and May 2013.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Renadette, second.
Second.
Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood.
Yes.
Martin Mannix.
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne.
Yes.
Gerard Renadette.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 198, notice of claim town designation.
Whereas General Municipal Law 53 requires the town to file a certificate with the Secretary of State designating the Secretary of State as the agent for service of a notice of claim. Whereas General Municipal Law 53 requires the certificate to include an applicable time limit for filing the notice of claim, and the name, post office address, electronic mailing address, if available, of an officer for transmittal of notices of claim served upon the Secretary as a town agent. Whereas pursuant to General Municipal Law 50E, Section 1A, the applicable time limit for filing of the notice of claim upon the town is 90 days after the claim arises, or in the case of a wrongful death action, 90 days from the appointment of a representative of the decedent's estate. Now therefore be resolved that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, Clinton County designates Bernard C. Bassett in his capacity as supervisor to receive notices of claim served upon the Secretary of State by mail at 151 Baker Road, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901, an email address at bernieb@townofplattsburgh.org. And it be further resolved that the town board hereby directs the town clerk to file the required certificate with the Secretary of State informing him of the town's designation and applicable time limits for filing of notice of claim with the town on or before July 14, 2013. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, finance manager, and town attorneys.
A motion.
So moved.
Mr. Mannix, second.
Second, for the purpose of discussion.
Mr. Renadette, any discussion?
I don't know why I missed this earlier, Bernie, but this resolution is being as specific as it is. Does it cause the need for another resolution somewhere down the road? Should we make it generic in the sense that to be the office of the supervisor, be that person?
We can't. They want a particular name, and they recommended the supervisor or the clerk.
Is it good for a year, or is it good for?
It's good until you change it. Until the position changes, there's no term limit now. In essence, I don't...
Shouldn't we do it in January, just like we do all the other ones, so that it gets in the regular
If we
hopper?
don't do this by July 14th, we won't have one. If we don't have one,
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, we should do another resolution in January for that year, and that way it gets in the hopper each year, and we won't miss it
to
when it
do it
goes.
in that cycle of the
When it
first of the
won't,
year.
because what can happen is, that our supervisor comes in, nobody sees it, because it's not in the regular annual cycle.
Which hopefully, well, we don't need to go there. I think that's a good point, Tom. And I will have Deborah's got those pretty well structured for the end of December, 1st of January, the ones that
Yeah, so if we
annually-
just put it like till December 31st, then we would know that we do it. I mean, it's gonna be the same, but, as Jerry said, but, this way, it's not gonna get put aside. My main concern is that some of the things that should be done get lost if the same people aren't there, and if they're not brought up on a regular basis.
Well, that happens every time you have a chain of command, unfortunately, because the information of what happens, some things only happen annually, never gets transferred. It doesn't often get transferred. But anyway, we will make note to do that. They still don't have a term on it, but we will simply process the appointment again the end of December, and we'll do that subsequently each December, so it's done,
Yeah,
renewed,
thank
and
you.
then submitted. That's a good idea. Any other discussion? Okay, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Manning,
Yes.
Paul Moy.
Yes.
Gerard Renington.
Yes.
Bernie Bassett.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 199, agricultural industrial fair, Clinton County, Inc.
Whereas the town clerk has received an application with fee for a license to conduct and operate a place of public amusement within the town of Plattsburgh, namely the Agricultural and Industrial Fair of Clinton County Incorporated at the Clinton County Fairgrounds. And whereas said applicant received the issuance of a New York State Certificate of Inspection by the code officer initiating full compliance and a check for the application fee in the amount of $600, which has been submitted to the town clerk's office. Therefore be resolved that after review of the certificate of insurance naming the town of Plattsburgh as additional insured, the town clerk is hereby authorized to issue said license for a period from Monday, July 17th through Sunday, July 22nd, 2013. And it further be resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the budget officer, codes officer, and pool insurance.
Motion.
So moved.
Mr. Renner, second. Mr. Wood, any discussion?
Those dates don't jive with the calendar, unless I'm looking at the wrong year. Monday is the 15th.
No, it's 22nd.
Monday is the 22nd.
It's actually the 21st. 21st through, the fair's the 21st through the 28th.
Sunday is the first day.
No, Monday is the Saturday, 22nd.
Is it the?
The fair starts,
Yeah, I
the
thought
fair
it was,
starts on
I
the
thought it was
23rd.
advertised the week of
23rd.
the 16th through the 21st.
Right, but I think we give them a permit Monday
They
through
have to come
Sunday.
in and get set up, et cetera, et cetera.
So it should be Monday the 21st through Sunday the 28th.
Through the 27th.
You wanna do Sunday the 21st?
Sunday through.
No, it's Monday through Sunday.
So it'll be the 22nd.
22nd through the
I
28th.
thought it was
Yeah,
earlier.
I thought it was too.
It's not earlier?
Their fax from their insurance company has it dated as of, doesn't matter.
Yes, the fair runs July 16th through July 21st.
Yeah.
So we
We
want
want
to
it from the
start
15th.
with
15th.
the 15th and go through the 21st. We got this, we keep at it.
Yeah.
Is that a Monday, the 15th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday the 15th.
So you just need to take July 15th.
Okay, Gerard, you made motion.
Yes.
We would amend this to be July 15th through July 21,
That's correct.
2013.
2013.
Thank you, Mr. Mance. I missed that one.
Same thing with
Tom, you agree with those dates, 21 through 13?
I think that's a good idea.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Minick,
Yes.
Paul Moyer.
Yes.
Gerard Bernadette.
Yes.
Bernie Bauer.
Yes, resolution carries as amended. Resolution 200, scheduling a public hearing on NYSEG Route 22 project.
Whereas New York State Electric and Gas has applied for approval to conduct a 130-foot height monopole tower with 3 individual 6-foot standard microwave antennas, 2 individual 5-foot Yagi antennas, 2 whip antennas, security camera, and a 12-foot working platform placed at a height above 90 feet above ground, along with the related ground support equipment within a 80 by 80 foot fence compound with enclosures by a 10-foot by 12-foot prefab structure. All position improvements are needed to improve NYSEG's base of emergency communication and operation. Excuse me. Whereas the project improvements will occur at NYSEG existing regional service center at Route 22 and the Archie Bertle Road, tax map number 245.0-4-17.1. And further supplemental application and material have been submitted for NYSEG Route 22 project. And whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Town Board desires to hold a public hearing with respect to section 16 of the telecommunications law, local law number 3, 2003. Now therefore be resolved that the public hearing be held with respect to NYSEG Route 22 project at 7:05 on July 15, 2013 at the Plattsburgh Town Hall, 151 Baker Road, Plattsburgh, New York. And it is further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to have said public hearing notice published in the local newspaper, the Press Republican, as required by law, posted on the town's bulletin board and placed on the town's website. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town attorney, Dick Croman, town consultant, planning department head, and the finance manager.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Wood, second.
Second.
Mr. Moy, any discussion? Roll
Is
call.
this gonna require a light in the hall? Another light?
I don't think this one, I don't know. Offhand, I don't remember. I don't know if I have the specs with me.
I believe it will be lit because of the proximity to
The airport.
To the airport.
I can get back to you with that answer, I guess, Tom, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Otherwise, I can read through their permit and
No, that would,
wait a while.
let's give it that for now.
I can read aloud.
Well, if you want, I'm gonna go out for a cup of coffee, I'll be back later.
Okay, I will get back to you with that. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Minick,
Yes.
Paul Moyer,
Yes.
Gerard Bernadette.
Yes.
Bernie Bauer.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 201, serial bond resolution dated July 1, 2013, authorizing the issuance and sale of serial bonds of the town of Plattsburgh County and Clinton State, New York, pursuant to local finance law in the amount of $690,000 to the local finance law in the amount of, for the purpose of funding the purchase of street lighting facilities and real estate known as the Cable Recreation Park.
Whereas the town board, town of Plattsburgh, New York, by resolution duly adopted and authorized the purchase of street lighting facilities and real estate known as the Katie'ville Recreation Park at a total cost of $690,000. And whereas it is necessary that the $690,000 of said purchase price to be paid from the proceeds of obligation to be issued pursuant to the local finance law. Now therefore be resolved, 1, the specific object or the purpose for which the obligation is to be issued pursuant to this resolution is the finance of the cost of the purchase of the street lighting facilities and real estate known as the Katie'ville Recreation Park. 2, that the maximum cost of the purchase of the street lighting facilities and the real estate known as the Katie'ville Recreation Park is $690,000, and the plan of financing such costs is by issuance of the bond anticipation note in the amount of $690,000 in anticipation of the issuance and sale of the serial bonds of the town of Plattsburgh authorized within the special serial bond resolution. 3, the following determinations are hereby made. A, the period of probate usefulness of the street lighting facilities is 5 years, and the period of profitability usefulness of the real property is 30 years, computed from the earliest of the date such as the serial bonds, or the date of the first bond anticipation note issued in anticipation of the issuance of such serial bond. B, subdivision of paragraph A, section 11 of the local finance law where applicable hereunto the subdivisions 35 and 20 run respectively. And C, the proposed maturity of the obligation authorized by this resolution will not exceed of 5 years. 4, the town of Plattsburgh issued the serial bonds in the amount of $690,000 to finance such costs in accordance with the financial plan set forth as above. The power to fix and determine the exact date of such bond is hereby designated to the town supervisor. Said bond shall be issued in bearer form without coupons and shall not contain a power to convert them to a registered form. 5, the bond shall bear interest at a rate not to exceed 1 19/100% per annum. 6, the annual appropriation shall be made each year sufficient to pay the principal and interest of such bond becoming due and payable in such a year. If necessary, there shall be an annual be levied on the taxable real property of said ownership, a tax sufficient to pay the principal and interest on such bonds as such become due and payable. 7, the town supervisors hereby delegated the power to prepare such bonds and sell such bonds at private sale at not less than par and accrued interest, at such fixed rate interest rate to be borne by such bond within the limitations set forth in this resolution. The town supervisor shall deliver such bonds to the purchaser, therefore only against cash or certified check. The proceeds of the sale of the bond shall be deposited in a special bank account required by section 165 of the local finance law. Powers delegated to the town supervisor by this resolution shall excuse the conformity with the provisions of local finance law. And 8, that this resolution, having received at least 2/3 of the vote of the members of the town board, was declared by the supervisor to be duly adopted and shall take effect immediately. This resolution resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, finance manager, and town attorney.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Lemoy, second.
Second.
Mr. Wood, any discussion?
What is their probable usefulness, 5 years?
We had a rather lengthy discussion about that with our attorney on Friday. That is language that simply conforms with statute because the ban has a 5-year limit as well. Okay? I was also concerned, including the property. I think property is going to last more than 30 years.
I think that might,
It's, we recited chapter and verse on
I
that.
know we had a plan to pay it off
Mhm.
with the lighting and stuff.
We do.
Within that length of time, but I didn't know that's what. Okay.
Yep. I didn't either, but I learned that Friday. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Art Manick,
Yes.
Paul Lemoyne,
Yes.
Gerard Renzak,
Yes.
Ernie Bass.
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 202, bond anticipation note resolution dated June 24, 2013. A resolution authorizing the issuance of a $609,000 bond anticipation note of the town of Plattsburgh, county of Clinton, and state of New York, in anticipation of the issuance and sale of serial bonds of the town of Plattsburgh in the original aggregate amount of $690,000. Heretofore authorized for the purpose of funding the purchase of street lighting facilities and real estate known as the Cadeville Recreation Park.
Whereas the town board, town of Plattsburgh, New York, by resolution authorized the purchase of streetlight facilities and real estate known as the Katyville Recreation Park at a total cost of $690,000. And whereas it is necessary that the $690,000 of said purchase price be paid from the proceeds of obligation to be issued pursuant to the local finance law. Now therefore be resolved that the town board, town of Plattsburgh, Clinton County, State of New York, as follows. Section 1. The plan for financing the purchase and funding of streetlight facilities and real estate known as the Katyville Recreation Park shall be accomplished by the issuance of a $690,000 bond anticipation note of said town. Section 2. Specific reference is hereby made to the resolution entitled Serial Bond Resolution dated June 24, 2013, authorizing the issuance and sale of serial bonds of the town of Plattsburgh, County of Clinton, State of New York, pursuant to the local finance law, in the amount of $690,000 for the purpose of funding the purchase of street lighting facilities and real estate known as the Katyville Recreation Park, with resolution authorizing the bond in anticipation of the sale for which they are hereby authorized to issue. Section 3, the amount of the bonds to be issued in the foregoing subject or purpose is $690,000. Such bonds will be serial bonds. Section 4, the amount of bond anticipation note to be issued is $690,000. Such note shall be dated June 25, 2013, or such other date as the town supervisor by his execution thereof will be determined shall be the number one and shall mature within 1 year from the date thereof, bearing interest rate not to exceed 1 19/100% per annum payable at maturity. Such note shall be signed by the town supervisor of said town and attested by the town clerk of said town. Both principal and interest on said note shall be payable in lawful money of the United States of America, at which time of payment is legal tender for the payment of public and private debts at the office of Key Bank N.A. located in Plattsburgh, New York, or an office of such other duly qualified banking institution selected by the town supervisor, who shall have advanced the funds in the amount set forth therein. Said note shall be payable from the proceeds derived from the sale of said bonds or otherwise redeemed in the manner of section by provided in section 23 and 53 of the local finance law. And faith and credit of the town are hereby irrevocable pledged for the payment of said note and said interest thereon. Section 5. There are no bond anticipation notes outstanding and have been previously issued in anticipation of the sale of these bonds. Neither is this note hereby authorized a renewal note. The period of maturity for such note is set forth. Such note is not issued in anticipation of the bonds for asset improvement. Section 6. The town supervisor of the town of Plattsburgh is hereby authorized to sell and said not at private sale and not less than par accrued interest. And when said note shall be duly executed and sold, the same shall be delivered to the purchaser upon the payment of the purchase price to the town supervisor, and a receipt of the town supervisor shall be full acquaintance with said purchaser, who shall not be obligated to see to the application of the promissory money or purchase of the money. The town supervisor shall have likely authority to renew such said note. Section 7, the resolution will take effect immediately, and it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, the finance manager, and the town attorney.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Mr. Manning, second. Mr. Wood, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Manick,
Yes.
Paul LeBlanc,
Yes.
Gerard Rendick.
Yes.
Bernie Van.
Yes, resolution carries. That is it on my agenda. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Lemoyne, second.
Second.
Mr. Rendick, any discussion? Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Manick,
Yes.
Paul LeBlanc,
Yes.
Gerard Rendick.
Yes.
Bernie Van.
Yes, we'll stand adjourned at 7:25.